Hey, welcome everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, 1984. St. Louis at Mets. Mets are 21 and 22. The Cards are 24 and 27 in our replay. It's the first day of June. And we are joining the action in the bottom of the third inning. It's Wally Backman leading it off against Joaquin Andujar. And let's do it. It's 1-0 Mets, a home run by George Foster. That's a 4, that's a fielding column, and the 2 is going to be a 1. The 2 goes to second base, and I think it's low. He's a 2, so it's a ground ball that Her gloves and throws over to first for out number 1. Next is Mookie Wilson. Here's the pitch. It's a 5-6, that's a 2, and a 6 is a 29, column 5. And that's going to read a fly out to short center field. 1 away. 2 away. 2 out. And here's Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez bats from the left side. Joaquin Andujar winds and deals. And a 6 and a 4. That's a 4. It's going to be a 30, column 6. And the 30 is going to read long single to right field. So it's a 2-out single, and Hernandez is on at first, and here is Dow Strawberry. It's a Snake Eyes, which is a 3. It's a 43, column 1. And that's going to be a clutch hit with runners on or with a runner or runners on base, scored as a double down the line. All runners score, so that's a drive in the gap, splits the outfielders, roll to the wall. Hendrick plays the carom. Around third is Hendricks. There is Hernandez. They're waving him home. The throw from Hendricks to second base, not in time. RBI double. Mets are up 2-0. George Foster has homered. It's pitch from Andujar. It's a 6, a 4, and a 5. That's a 21 on a 6. So it's 16 off the batter, 4 there. So it's going to be actually a 20. And a 20, column 6 is going to be a deep fly to center field. On the track is McGee, and he puts it away for the 3rd out. All right, so we go to the top of the 4th inning. 2-0 Mets here at Shea Stadium, circa 1984. Where were you in 1984? We're playing Replay Classic Baseball. Classic cards, classic charts. Tommy here. It's a 2-1. It's a 1. It's going to be a 40. Column 240. What is that going to read? And it's going to be a ground ball right back to Gooden, and he throws out Tommy Herr. Van Slyke. Pitch to Van Slyke. A 1 and a 5. It's a 5. Strike 3. 2 outs. George Hendrick steps in the box. Bats from the right side. Pitch from Gooden. It's a 6 and a 4. It's a 1 and a 4 is a 60. 660. Maybe a rare play, and it's going to be no. It's a single over second base. 2-out single, and you got Hendrick on at first. George Hendrick. Here's Darryl Porter, lefty batter. 56. That's a 3, and a 6 is a 6, and that's a base on balls. Puts runners on first and second now. Willie McGee, the batter. McGee bats. He's batting from the left side. Switch hitter. He's a pitch from Good. A 1 and a 3. Strike 3, and that retires the side. Gooden blows a fastball by McGee. And here come the Mets in the bottom of the 4th. And Gooden so far this season is 4-4 with a 2.36 ERA. Here's Joaquin Andujar versus Brooks. And a 5 is going to be a 2, and a 3 is a ball 4. And then we're going to look at F, clutch chart F. And we're going to roll 1d6, and it's going to be, there he goes, throw down from Porter, and he is out. 2-4. Thrown out at second base, Huey Brooks. Here, excuse me, 1 out. Here's Fitzgerald. It's a 6, which is a 4, and a 2 is going to be a 45, column 6. And that is a line drive to left field for a base hit. Could be a double. If the die is not higher, play is held to a single, and it is a single. It was hit to the left fielder. The left fielder, Lonnie Smith, is a 3. All right. So here comes Okendo. Here's a pitch, 5-5. It's a 2, and it's a 9, and that's ball 4. So first and second with only 1 out, and here's Doc Gooden. He's going to swing away. 3 is a 2, and a 2 is a 22, column 3. And the 22, column 3 is going to be a fly ball, center field. Under it is McGee. 2 out, and here comes Wally Backman. Fitzgerald on second, Okendo on first, bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Mets with 2 outs. It's a 63, it's a 4, it's a 19, and that's a deep drive in the gap. After it is Hendrick, and Hendrick comes up with it. Got a good read on that ball right off the bat. We're at the top of the 5th inning now. Dwight Gooden pitching to Ken Oberkfell. And it's a 2 and a 6, and that is going to be a 51, column 2. And a 51 is a ground ball. Bounce to Backman, who gloves it and throws out. Oberkfell, 1 away. Here's Ozzie Smith. A 5 is a 3, and a 1 is a 7. That's ball 4. Here's the pitcher. He's going to just swing away. Snake Eyes. It's a 1 and an 11 on column 1. And that's a single to left. Base hit. First and second now. With 2 out. Yeah, with 1 out. There's only 1 out. First and second. 2-0 Mets. Top of the 5th. Here's Lonnie Smith. And it's a 3 on Lonnie Smith. That's going to be third baseman. And the third baseman, Brooks, could make an error on this. Brooks is a 3, so that's going to be a 14. A 14 with the infield halfway on a 4, and that's going to be an error. So it bounces it to the third baseman, who bobbles it. Everybody's safe. E5. So bases are loaded here for Gooden. And against Tommy Herr, here's a pitch. And again, it's going to be a 3 this time, a 7, 10, a 10. Infield halfway is going to be a ground out at second, fielder's choice. So it is a 5-4 fielder's choice. A run's going to score. And here's Andy Van Slyke, 2-1 now, top of the 5th, first and third. And that's a 6 and a 2. That's a 1 and a 2 is a 22 on column 6. And what is that going to read? It's going to be a long hit to left field, space hit single. That's going to tie the game. And batter has an option of trying for a double, roll 1 die. And you know what? Roll 1 die and refer to the chart. What was it, a 20? Column 6. So it was a 22, and it's going to be to left field. Safe, out. So roll 1 die and refer to the chart at right for the umpire's decision. So there he goes. As long as I don't roll a 4, I'm going to be safe with a double. And it's going to be second and third, and he is safe with a double. So hustles, turns a single into a double. That puts runners on second and third in a 2-2 ball game. Here's George Hendrick. It's a 6 and a 3. Again, that's a 1. It's a 17. That's a fly to left. Near the line is Foster. Hauls it in, and that retires the side. But the Cards pick up a couple of runs, and they tie it up at 2 apiece. Here come the Mets, Mookie Wilson. Both pitchers can go 8. You can see that on the top right. It's a 6-2. It's a 4 and a 2, and that's going to be a base hit center field. So Wilson's on with a single. Next up is Keith Hernandez. We're going to try hit and run. Let's go to that chart. Hit and run. And that's a 6, a 4. And a hit and run is a 26. So that's going to be a 30, and that's going to be a ground rule double to right center. So that's a drive. One bounces and goes over the wall for a ground rule double. So runners on second and third now. Nobody out. Infield's going to be in here in the bottom of the 5th. Darryl Strawberry. Here's a pitch. It's a 2 and a 1. It's a 1. It's a 42, column 2. Let's see what that with the infield in. Let's see what that's going to become. And it's going to say ground ball. Runners advance 1 base. So we said that was a 42. Yep. Back to the pitcher. No chance to get Wilson at first. The Mets retake the lead 3-2. RBI for Strawberry. And with 1 out and a runner at third, infield's going to be in. Here's George Foster. Here's a pitch from Andujar. And it's a 1 and a 4 is a 17 under column 2. And that's going to be a strikeout. Big strikeout. With runner on third base, less than 2 out, it will be a sacrifice fly instead. So he just went to center deep enough for Hernandez to tag up. And the Mets take a 4-2 lead. So Foster comes up big, and here's Hubie Brooks. It's a 2, a 1, and a 6 is a 51, column 2, and that's going to be a ground ball to Tommy Ur. And Ur throws him out to retire the side. So the Mets retake the lead. They lead at 4-2. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Playing Replay Baseball Classic. You don't see this played very often. And we're replaying the Mets season. Dwight Gooden against Darryl Porter. It's a 3 and a 36, column 5. 36, column 5. It's a strikeout. So he blows a fastball by Porter, 1 away. Next up is McGee. Snake Eyes, and that's going to be a base hit. And then we're going to roll because we got the star here. And the star means, asterisk means if the die is higher than the catcher's defensive rating. No, it is not. So he holds. No stolen base, but here's Oberkfell. We're going to try hit and run like we did with Hernandez. It's a 5-5, so that's a 3. It's going to be a 21 altogether. 21. Nope, actually a hit and run. So we're going to, it's a 3 and a 12, which is a 15 on the hit and run chart. And that's going to be a ground ball to second base. Moving to second is McGee. 2 out, run around second base. Here's Aussie Smith, the pitch. It's a 2 and a 1, and that's going to be a 34. Column 2, 34. Be a ground ball to the shortstop, picked up by Okendo. Okendo fires the first and retires the side. All right, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a pitch from Andujar. It's a 3, a 2, and a 5 is a 5, which is column 3, and that's a short fly ball to right field. Hendrick makes the catch, 1 down. Okendo with a 5, a 2, and a 6 is a 3, and that is a bounce out to the third baseman. Oberkfell, who throws out Okendo, and here is Doc Gooden. 6 and a 2, a 4, that's a 9 base hit for Gooden. Laces 1 to left center field. Here's the top of the order for the Mets. Wally Backman. And it's a 3-4, a 2, and a 4 is going to be a 54, column 3. And that's going to read asterisk. So again, column 3, 54, and that's a dribbler to the mound. Roll 1 die against a runner's speed. It's a 5. If the die is higher, he is out. It's not higher, so otherwise it's a single. Okay. So first and second with 2 outs. It's an infield single for Wally Backman. And here's Mookie Wilson. That's a 6 and a 5. That's a 4 and a 5. It's a 21. Column 6. And that's going to be a deep fly to center field. Covering ground is McGee, and he hauls it in. We're at the top of the 7th inning. 4-2 Mets. Joaquin Andujar versus Dwight Gooden, 1984. Replay classic. Andujar is going to lead it off. It's a 6 and a 3. So it's a 1 and a 3 is a 37. That's going to be a strikeout. 1 away. I let the pitchers pitch pretty late. Here's Lonnie Smith. A 2 and a 1 is a 40, column 2. And that's going to be a ground ball right back at Gooden, and Gooden picks it up and throws out Lonnie Smith for out number 2. Pitch from Gooden to Tommy Ura, 4-4, and that's going to be bounce to the shortstop. Go Kendo, long throw to first in time. That retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch. Get to the concession. Grab yourself that last beer. Or any kind of other beverage that you choose. Here's Andujar. Now both pitchers can go 8 complete. And then until they give a base runner. That's something new that I learned. All right, that's a 1 and a 5 is a 17, column 2. And that's going to be a strikeout. 1 away. So Hernandez strikes out against Andujar. Next up is Strawberry. And that is a 4, and against a 10, that's the shortstop. Shortstop's Ozzie Smith is probably a 1. Yeah, he is a 1, so that's not going to be an error. Great play by Smith. And here's George Foster. So 1, 5, a 3, that's going to be an 8, column 1. That's popped up to the shortstop. And that retires the side. All right, Van Slyke is up. Hold on, I'll be right back, my dogs. All right, we're back. Top of the 8th. Van Slyke leading it off against Doc Gooden. Here's a pitch. So 1 on Doc Gooden and a 4. That's a strikeout. 1 down here. 4-2 Mets. George Hendrick. And that is a 5, which is a 3, and a 2 is going to be a 35, column 5. And that is a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Dr. K. And here's Darryl Porter. Here's the pitch. And a 2 is a 1, and a 5 is a strike 3, and that retires the side. Strikes out the side. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Mets are up 4-2. Playing Replay Classic. I'm your host, Tony Porter. Any questions, reach out to me about the game. Fun game. And Duhar against Brooks. 26, it's a 2, and a 6 is a 51, column 2, and that's going to be, I believe, bounced to second base. Tommy Herr throws out Brooks for out number 1. All right, Snake Eyes, a 3, it's an 18, column 1. Yeah, that's going to be a line drive, base hit, left field. And we're going to check for an error on the left fielder. It's a 1. So if the die is higher, it's an error, so it's not going to be higher. So it's a single. Fitzgerald is on. Okendo's up next. And that's a 3-6, a 2 there, and a 6 is a 42, column 3. 42, and that's a strikeout. So he swings and misses for out number 2, and here's the pitcher. Doc Gooden, here's a pitch, and that's a 2-2, a 2, that's a 17, column 2. 17, column 2 is a strikeout to retire the side. All right, last licks here for the Cardinals. Dwight Gooden is going to try to go the complete game. If he gives up a run, we got to pull him, so we got a Roscoe assist warming up, and it's going to be Willie McGee. Here's a pitch, a 6 and a 5. That's a 1, and a 5 is a 17. That's a fly ball left field. Foster in the gap, and he runs it down. Out number 1. Oh, actually, with the that's going to be a strikeout. Excuse me, because he's got a dagger there, so that makes it a strikeout. All right, so here is Oberkfell, and a 6 and a 1. That's a 1 and a 1. That's a fly ball, but it's going to be a strikeout instead. And here is Ozzie Smith. So they're down to the last out here in the top of the 9th. Mets are up 4-2. Mets got 4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. Cardinals have 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. It's going to be a 3-4. It's a 2, and a 4 is a 52. So that's going to be a 54. A 2 and a 52 is a 54. Column 3, and that is we're going to have to look at that one up. Column 3, 54, and that's a driller to the mound. Roll 1 die against the batter's speed. So he's going to probably beat it out, unless it's a 6. So he beats it out. So roll 1 die if he is fielder's choice. Wait a second. Roll 1 die against the runner's batter speed. If the die is higher, he is out. Well, no, he's safe. So runner advance 1 base. If the die roll is identical, then we do something else, but it's not identical. All right, so it's a base hit, and that is going to force us to bring in pinch hitter, obviously, but also we're going to bring in a pitcher to close it out, and that's going to be Jesse Orosco. So let's grab Orosco. He's going to come in for Gooden. And actually, he would go to his B side. So I don't have to really replace Gooden. You know what? I'm going to hold off on replacing him. Let him go 1 more batter. Just going to flip him over to his B side. We're going to get a pinch hitter anyway. And let's see who it's going to be. So the tying run is at the plate. Get somebody with a little bit of power. We got Landrum has some power. But so does Howe. But they're both righties. Doc is a righty, so we're looking for a lefty. We got Racich and we got Braun. So we're going to bring in Steve Braun if we have him available. Let's see. You don't get every single card, and I'm not using any modern extra players, but we got a lot of players here, believe it or not. He only had 98 at bats, no, 98 at bats, and he has a card. Who else? Lions had 73 at bats. Let's see if we have him. Oh, Brummer had 40 at bats. We have him, so we should have Lions. We do have Lions, so it goes all the way pretty low. So you do get most of the players, which is kind of cool. And who do we say was coming up? It was going to be Steve Braun. All right, so Steve Braun's coming up. Now unless Steve Braun. There he is. He's at the top. All right, I thought maybe I didn't have him. All right, so 2 outs, 1 on. Tying runners at the plate. 4-2. I'm going to go back 1 because let Gooden stay in the game. All right, here goes. Here's a pitch, and that is a ground ball. And that is to the first baseman, and that's the ball game. So the Mets win it by a score of 4-2. Dwight Gooden gets the victory. Joaquin Andujar takes the loss. Gooden improves his record to 5-4. Andujar was 7-6. And the box score, what is it going to tell us? It's going to be Backman went 1 for 4. Wilson 1 for 4. 2 for 3 for Hernandez, batting .327. Team batting average is .274. For the Cardinals, it's .262. George Foster went 1 for 3. He's batting .279. Huey Brooks 0 for 3, .295. Fitzgerald had 3 hits. 3 for 4. He's batting .276. And Gooden went 1 for 4, batting .148. George Foster hit his 5th home run, solo shot in the 2nd inning. And Doc Gooden had 11 strikeouts, and that's good. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the game, and I will see you soon. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, All Classic Baseball, or Replay Baseball Classic version. And I'll see you soon.